Hello, welcome to Tash Life. I'm Tash. Today we're doing a No Pan Left Behind project update. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're doing a No Pan Left Behind update today. It feels like a tongue twister to me. So the idea of a No Pan Left Behind project is that you roll in eyeshadows and you use every single shade at least once, and then you roll them out again and roll something else in, and this way you get through your collection if you have a larger collection, or if you just have palettes that for some reason you're avoiding. This sort of forces you to use them and try them out, see if you actually like them. Yeah, so the way that I track which eyeshadows I have used and which ones I haven't, I have this, it's like a grid paper. See there, it's like a grid, and when I roll one in, I just draw a little palette up, and when I have used the shadow, I just cross it off with a highlighter, and then when I go back again the next time, I know, which shades I've used, which shades I haven't, which ones still need to be used and tried. And yeah, so first of all the ones that are in the project still. So we have the Colourpop Semi-Precious palette, shadow palette. This is all shimmer, and I have used it. Just refer to my tracker. I've used three shades. So that one's still got a little way to go. So I obviously have done one look with it. Sometimes I use them as sort of companion palettes to sort of, if I need a matte and this one's got no mattes, or I've used all the mattes in a palette and I want to try and get a matte from a palette I haven't used, then, I can use my piece of paper and go, well, there's a matte over in this palette and a matte over in this palette. So then I can, sometimes it's sort of a Franken look where we've got lots of different shades from lots of different palettes together. So anyway, that one is still in. We've got the BYS Sunkissed palette. This one was spun in, and I have done a look with this. I've used 5 shades of this. So I think I actually did a purple. I might have done an orange look. I can't remember, honestly, but I will have pictures in the corner somewhere showing you some of the looks, or all of the looks that I did. The BYS Nude palette, this one is in because I did a look on it. So once I do a look on a palette, like a video look, then I just roll it in because I've already used half the palette. So I have done one look with this, which was in the look video, and I will also link the playlist for my Get Ready With Me's and looks and things down there, so you can have a look if you want to see any of these palettes in action that I've done looks with. The BYS Untamed palette, also one that I did a look with. Obviously I did a purple look. And yeah, I did quite enjoy that one, but it's still in. That one's still going. So the Pat McGrath Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity palette, I've done a look video with this one, and I've used it twice. So I've done 2 looks with it, but one in a video. The ABH Norvina Collection palette volume 4. I have a look video for this one, and that's up. Yeah, lots of pretty shades. Really pretty. Yeah, I like this one as well. And the ABH Norvina Collection Palette Volume 5. I also have a look video with this one. Which is obviously a purple look, I would assume. Yeah, so really nice. I've still got a ways to go with those ones. So they're still in. The OXX Cosmetics Hyper Glow 42 shade eyeshadow palette. This one was spun in on the very first, on the introduction video. So it's been in it the whole time. And I did use it 2 times this time around. I didn't use it at all last time. And so I'll show you what it looks like. It's a big baby. There's a lot of shades in there, and I think I'm sort of up to the stage where I've used all the mattes and I've just got some shimmers to go. So that is this one here. So as you can see, I am filling it out. I was thinking about just decluttering it this update if I wasn't finished it yet, but I did use it another 2 times, and we are getting there. And I probably will declutter it when I complete it, or in my next declutter video or something, but it's still in and it's still going. So that's that one. Now these last 2 are in because I've done looks on them, and one of them is the look that I'm wearing today. So this one is Friday the 13th Camp Crystal Lake palette, which I did a look on a couple of days ago, so it might be up before this video or after this video. I'm not sure. It should be up before this video. So this is the one with the larger range of colours in it. And I see that they're teasing a Halloween 2 palette, which will probably be up around, I would assume, Halloween. But yeah, that one I've got a look on, and it's rolled in. It's rolled in now. And the one that I'm wearing today is the Chucky Crazy in Love from Glam Light palette. So I've only just rolled it in today when I used it. Lots of maroons and greys and silvers and purple. Purple today. And I really enjoyed that. So that one is now rolled in as well. So I do still have to add these 2 to my paperwork. I haven't put them in yet because I've only rolled them in this week, in the last couple of days. One of them today. So the ones that I have spun in. So what I do is I do a random spinner on my phone, but because I use my phone for filming, and I'm using it right now, I just screen record the spin. So, and it was a bit interesting this time actually. So we'll get to that. So the first spin, we got the Colourpop Pretty Much palette. I picked this one up secondhand. I can't remember if I've used it or not. So we'll give that one a go and try it out. I mean, I should be able to get rid of that one in one look, you would think. It's only 6. So that one's in. Now, this happened, which I actually just rolled that one out. When I get to my rollouts, that one was just rolled out, and I don't know why this is happening, because this happened a couple of times, because I actually set the app to remove the winning item. So anything that I've already spun in, it shouldn't be coming up. So it's in. I'm showing you, but you know, I've just respun. So the next spin was the BYS foiled palette. This one. So this I have used it before. which is all foiled shades. So that should be exciting. And they're all pretty. Some of them are kind of like cream shades. So, yeah. I mean, it'll be fun to use this, but I think it will also be a little bit challenging. So, anyway, that one's in. And then the next spin, we spun in the BYS Safari palette, which I have used before. So it's all sort of metallic-y, sort of coppers and bronzes and golds. Yeah, I shouldn't have too much trouble using this one up. I mean, it's kind of a warm neutral palette. But yeah, I look forward to using that one. And I think we had another dud spin, so I'll show that one. And which you'll see I'm rolling out. And I'm doing everything in a bit of a different order today, aren't I? The next one that we spun in was the Magic Mini by Juvia. I've used this one a few times. I do like this one. But that's that. It's a good all-round colourful palette. There's blues, greens, pinks, gold, neutrals. There's pink, pinky red coral colour, purple. Yeah, so that should be fun. That should be fun to use. So now for the rollouts. And there will be pictures again of the looks. So we had the Australian Heatwave palette, which that came in because I used it in a roll. And for some reason it was a dud roll. So I don't know why. But yes, that one's completed. So we'll roll that one out. The next one that I'm rolling out is the She Glam Tie-Dye 4 palette, which is also a dud roll. I don't know why, but there we go. And I didn't think this was really going to show up on my eyes too much, but it does show up. And I did have some surprisingly good looks out of it. So, yeah, that one's finished. That one's rolled out. The next one is the She Glam Pitch Pretty palette. This one was rolled in, spun in, and did I think I might have done an orange look with it this time. Orange and pink. So yeah, that's quite a good palette. Quite enjoy it. I've used it a few times now, and that one's done. So I can roll that one out. And what I do, because I keep all the packaging, all the sleeves, I just put them in a bucket like this, and then when I'm rolling them back into my collection, I put them back in their sleeves. So the next one that's going to roll out is the She Glam Tenacious Taurus palette. This one was rolled in because I did a look on it, so there will be a video on that one. And there's not too many shades in there. I think I only had to do 2 looks to complete that palette. So that one's rolling out. The She Glam Lots to Lava palette. So that one's completed. That was spun in. And this shade is a very interesting shade. It looks black and red. Looks like black with red shimmer. I'll swatch it because it's actually not what you would expect at all. It's like a brown with, I guess it's got red sparkle in it. It's not really a sparkly shade though. It's more of a foiled shade. So yeah, that was an interesting look. Surprised me. I actually thought it was going to be like black. I've done that one, and that's rolled out. Now, I do enjoy that palette. And the last rollout is the Natio Marine Lapis palette, which I did a look on, and this one I struggled using this side, but oh my gosh, it was the prettiest look that I did. I was so surprised at how nice it was. So yeah, and I think I used this shade in it as well. So pretty much not the blues. But yeah, it was such a pretty look. So yeah, note to self, don't be scared to try the shades. So that's it for the eyeshadow, roll-ins and roll-outs, spin-ins and spin-outs. So now I also do this with one face palette per month. So the face palette that I had in last month was the BYS Sculpt and Glow. And strangely enough, this happened. So I don't know why it didn't take it out last time either. And it's just automatically set on it. I haven't changed it. I double checked. It was still on it. So I don't know why it's not just taking the wings out. So I hope that is not going to continue to happen. Because if it does, I might have to try and find another app. Because I'm going to start losing track of what I've done. So that is, and I forget that happens. That happened the last time. And I've actually broke it a bit this time. So there we go. So yeah, that is the palette. I did some sunset blushes with these two, and I also sometimes mix them together and just make a nice sort of corally shade. I used the highlighters many times, and I only used this bronzer once because it is quite a muddy bronzer, and I do have to be very careful because it's quite pigmented as well. So if you go in too heavy-handed with that one, you're going to end up with a mess on your face. But I did use it once. I used it. I followed the rules. And that one is rolling out. And the one that I spun in was the OXX Cosmetics Sparkling Rose Duo. And I was hoping this one was going to come in because last month it didn't roll in, and I thought, oh, I really wanted to use it because it's new. And I realised that I had forgot to add it to my my wheel to spin in. So now that it's added, it's actually let me have it. So this is, I'm actually wearing this highlighter today. So it's just nice. But it's a beautiful duo. It's so nice. I'll swatch it, shall I? So yeah, this is the highlighter and this is the blush. It's just nice. It's just nice and soft and pretty. So, I mean, considering the fact that it's like less than $10 for this duo, yeah, I was really hoping it was going to spin in so I could use it. And it did. So, that is everything for this update. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.